I wish I had something bad to say about people, but I don't. I wish I was angry, really, really, really angry, but I'm not. What I really think is that I love people. I mean, I think life is great. I think there's always going to be adversities and roadblocks in whatever endeavor you choose to partake in life, be it some type of economic or financial opportunity, or be it with friends and relationships. There will always be some type of conundrum, some type of puzzle, some type of problem that will stop you from advancing in whatever position you want to in that particular situation. So, how I look at life is, how can I make life better for everyone? And for me, my main goal, as anybody who ever listens to me know, is peace and happiness, and I guess freedom. I mean, you're going to be as free as the society that you live in lets you be. But I want to be as free as possible to do what I want to do without hurting other people. My whole goal is not to hurt other people. Now, we all have a different level or a different ideology or a different thought process when it comes to how people should interact with each other. However, other than the children I might have, what I choose to do is not truly beholden to what other people want from me, other than an exchange of goods and services. So if somebody gives me this, then I need to give them back in exchange for something that they want or something that I want. What is it, the saying is, even exchange, no robbery, so that's what I think about in life. And when I listen to a lot of people, so many people are unhappy about other people's freedoms. And to me, it doesn't matter what other people do unless it affects me. Now, if I don't have to pay for your mistakes, if I don't have to lose something because of your activity, then by all means, I have nothing to say. However, if your activity is detrimental, affects my quality of life, or takes away my resources, I may have a thought about that. I may have a feeling that I may express. But if I can separate from you, then I don't care what you do. If you want to partake in stuff that people may say in general, because it's always subjective, that is immoral, as long as you're doing it and not affecting me, I don't care what you do. Just leave me alone. So I guess that's my problem when I deal with people, when I listen to people, when I hear other people speak. It's always about what other people are doing except what you're doing. What I'm trying to do is save as much money as possible, invest as much business as possible, and create as much passive and active income as possible. So I would love to be able to do something for somebody that I think pays well. However, I also want my money to work for me, so I invest. I am not a financial advisor. I'm as an advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not somebody who's going to come on here and tell you what you need to do. But I will tell you what I do. I buy stocks, or I invest in businesses that I think have room to grow or will appreciate. So, or stuff that I use and I feel like, well, I'm going to use it, I might as well invest in it. So, be it Nike, be it Tesla, be it Walmart, be it Google, be it Amazon, be it some type of biotechnology, I will invest in that because I see it can grow, or something that I would use. It just makes sense to me to put my money in something that will give me some return. I like to watch a lot of Star Wars, and Disney owns Star Wars, so I own Disney. It makes sense to me. I don't know how other people think, but that's how I think. I have a Mustang. I gotta drive a sports car. So I invest in Ford. Tell me if Ford is a bad business. But okay, I want you to do some research and tell me what you think in 3 years from now. So everybody needs to figure out what's important for them. So I'm gonna give some secrets. So, me, I just want to be happy. And that's my number one goal. So it's hard for me to just come on YouTube and want to talk a lot, because everything I say so quickly. I know a lot of people care about presentation, and I do to a certain extent, but I don't care what you really think. I care how I feel. So I feel comfortable in this faded sweatshirt or thermal. I don't care what you think. You get a new one. Why don't you buy me one? Then I'll have a new one. But as long as I can have this one, it keeps me cozy. This is what I'm going to wear. And it's not that you had some type of speech and Charles, don't do it. But, I'm going to do what I do. You should do what you do. My life is about happiness. My life is about feeling the best that I can feel. I probably need to cut my beard off, cut it low or something. But, I don't care half the time. I'm just trying to live my life and feel great. And that's what I want from other people. There's no pain coming from me to you. If I can help you, I will. I just don't like people ask me to do stuff I don't want to do. I don't like to make promises I can't keep, and I don't want to get involved in other people's problems unless I can help them. Some people just want to vent, and if you just want to vent and you tell me that, then I'm all willing to listen to you. But other than that, I'm just doing me. How I feel myself, how Charles feels is, my job is to love you. I want you to be the best you that you can be without hurting other people. So whatever you like. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy lifting weights. I enjoy reading books. I enjoy trying to understand how the financial system works, and being that the world is going to change and automation is coming, I'm thinking about what's the next technology that's going to hit big. I think 3D printing, I think self-driving cars, I think healthcare industry is going to really be transformative. So I'm always thinking about how can I put my money to work in those fields. One of my favorite people, Tara, was talking about not having enough bus drivers where she lives, and I'm thinking sooner or later, with technology changing the way that it is, there's going to be self-driving buses, because then they don't have to worry about the driver getting sick. Yeah, people will, lose jobs, but in a way, it'll be much more convenient for the people who have to get around the city. I'm not worrying about people getting sick. You can get on the bus driver ain't there, but it's still going because it's automated. That's what 5G is bringing. That's what the technology is going to bring. And in a way, it could be scary for certain people because, with the way that things, the speed of it, as soon as you step out your house, there may be a car there waiting for you, ready to go, because you just said to, hey, such and such. I don't want to use, if I say Google, it'll start make work. You could say, hey, assistant, I'm wanting to go to the mall in 5 minutes, so I have a car at my house now. As soon as you step outside, a car will be at your house. So, that sounds sci-fi, but it's getting there. It's getting so crazy that, maybe drive-through movie theaters will come back, but I really think the movie theater industry is dead, because I would rather pay $20 to watch a movie in my house. TV sets are getting so cheap, you can buy a 75-inch TV 4K for like $300. If you really look around, it's crazy. Technology is changing so much, and the world is getting, in a way, people say it's getting worse. No, but in a way, it's getting better. You don't have to, you can go out and interact, but, you can stay in the house and not have to worry about getting killed or hit, or somebody trying to sue you for doing something that you would just do normally, looking at them. You don't have to worry about interactions and drama. And people want that, because we all want excitement. We all want some type of turmoil, some type of, I don't know, some type of situation in our lives that we have to talk about, because it gives us some type of sense of adventure. Me, not really. I don't really care about any of that. I care about being happy. I care about having enough money to pay for stuff I need to pay for. If one of my cars has a flat, I want to fix my flat if I have to drive. But I prefer not to drive. I'd rather just hop on a bike or electric bike or something and just go back and forth. If you look at cities, they're even changing now, because they're giving more bike lanes so people could just ride bikes. And people, this whole situation, this whole pandemic has changed the way that people live. So a lot of people have found out they can do their job from home. So if you don't got to drive back and forth to work, for certain people, look how much money you're saving. Then you realize, I don't need a car. You're saving more money. Now you got money that's floating. Well, what can I put it into a business? I can provide a product to somebody that needs something. Amazon has grown exponentially because of this. Other companies have grown too. Think about it. Nobody heard of Zoom before the pandemic hit. Now everybody's Zooming. The YouTube situation has made watch TV. I can go to YouTube, or I can stream it when I want to. There's so many shows I want to watch. I want to watch The Expanse. I want to go back and watch Agents of Shield. It's so much to watch. I want to finish watching One Piece. I'm on like episode 700 and something. It's amazing how much time you got. I watched The Mandalorian. I want to watch some shows on Netflix that I can't remember. I want to finish watching Lucifer. Now, some of you guys don't like that, but I like his frankness and his honesty. And that's what I think about. I'm just, I'm kind of motivated now. Maybe I'll go live after I do this, maybe. But, how I think about life is, you should be able to help people. Now, there's always going to be situations. There's always going to be somebody who look at me and say, that black man there, if that's what you think I am. And, you'll talk bad about me. Whatever, it's cool. I'm going to love you regardless. I love people who love me. It doesn't matter what you think. What I love first is your humanity. And I have my own experiences. I grew up in a black community, in a black area in America, California. And I love people. I love black people. I love everybody. So I don't look at there's situations, and if people are always going to have stereotypes and are always going to judge you, you're going to look at me and maybe think I'm not intelligent, and some people are going to look at me and think I'm extremely intelligent. To each their own. I don't have a lot of super wisdom to give you, other than to be happy, stay away from people that are negative to you, don't go to a negative situation, try to help everybody that you can, as long as it's not detrimental to you. That's how I think about life. That's how I approach life. and I like peace and silence. And I'm not trying to tell people how they need to live their life. Just figure out how you need to be happy. I would say this. This is just my subjective opinion. They're good, Anakin. It's just people say they have mentors and role models. But even your mentors and role models have made mistakes, and there is no perfect person in a what I would call a secular sense. Some people say religiously Jesus is perfect, God is perfect. Okay, we'll go with that. But in a secular sense, in a worldly sense, in a normal everyday sense, there's no one who has not made a mistake. I make mistakes all the time. I make mistakes even talking on YouTube. I make mistakes when I interact with people when I'm honest, because some people don't want honesty. Well, I'm honest, I'm crying or something. But truthfully, how I feel is I want people to feel great in life. I want you to feel wonderful. I want you to feel loved. I want you to feel blessed. I want you to feel special. And if you have a problem, you can always email me. I'm who I am. I'm not some super rich guy. I can't tell you how to get rich because I'm not rich. I can tell you how to invest your money. That can help you, but I'm not an expert at it. And it's not as hard as people think. They've made it much more easy. What I will say, this is for anybody who wants to invest. And if you ever start, let's say, with TD Ameritrade, always pay attention to if you get a margin account. You don't want to overuse all your quote unquote stock buying power, because that's the company lending you money that you have to pay back on the sale of stock. And if the stock loses value, you still owe that money. So always try to only invest with the money that you have. Unless you really are willing to risk, I'm not saying you can't, because you can look it up, you can research it. And that's the homework assignment for people who listen to this. Find out what a margin is, and find out what a margin call is and what is investing on a margin. So you understand that, and you can never get into any type of situation that will make you feel uncomfortable. Now, I would never tell somebody not to do it, because if you have the money, you just want to get some right now, and then you can transfer the money and don't worry about it, then it's beneficial, especially if you're going to sell short term. But if you sell short term, you always got to worry about the capital gains tax. Now, it may change with the President-elect Biden taking office, and I think he wants to do tax reform. But if it stays the same, remember, you always have to pay less tax the longer you hold stock. So I would always tell people, in normal, you should always try to buy stocks that you want to hold long term. If you try to get a quick flip, what is it, like 40%? They're going to tax you on your stock. So if you make $2,000, or you make $1,000, you give them $400 of it. $2,000, give them $800. So do you really want to give up $800? If you just hold it a little bit longer, it'd be a lot less. That makes sense. And that makes you want to study the game, want to understand business, because there's nothing wrong if you understand business and you pay zero tax. Paying zero tax is fantastic. A lot of stuff, even losses, can be deducted from your taxes. So, the people who like Jeff Bezos pay no tax because they understand the game better than we do. So that's, I guess, if you really listen to what I'm saying, I guess I'm giving some sort of financial advice. So let me end this, because I've ran my mouth a lot. Maybe I'll get more motivated to talk, and I'll just go live and give you me live. All right, I hope everybody feels fantastic. I said a lot of nothingness, but I may go and just say something to have an interaction with people, and we can learn from each other. I can learn what you like. You can learn what I like, and I'm rubbing my left nipple. All right, have a great one.